26th Long Hill Township Committee meeting. Madam Clerk.
In compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act of New Jersey, adequate notice of this meeting, specifically the time, date, and public call-in information were included in the meeting that was electronically sent to the Echo Staten Island Morris Daily Record and posted on the township website. The agenda and public handouts for this meeting can be viewed online at www.longhillnj.gov. A public comment period will be held in the order it is listed on the meeting agenda. Failure of the governing body to provide a live broadcast of this meeting or technological problems encountered during the meeting that affect remote viewing and/or participation will not invalidate this meeting or any action taken but not limited to the adoption of an ordinance, resolution, or motion.
All right, thank you. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk.
Committeeman Liberato,
Yes.
Committeeman Verleza,
Present.
Deputy Mayor Dorsey,
Here.
and Mayor Pasurcia unfortunately is unable to join us tonight. He's on a work trip.
All right, so first order of business, anybody is in the audience that wants to make any remarks or statements pertaining to agenda items only, stuff that's on tonight's agenda, you have 3 minutes if anybody's here wants to do so. Mrs. Marcheski, you want to say anything?
You can wait till the end. Can I
Yeah.
speak now?
No, we'll give you time, don't worry.
Yeah.
You can have more than 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You earned it. Anybody online?
See, I would like to speak.
All right. Does that be Colette Armenti? CA, you're on the air. Can't get him on, you can wait till
It
later.
looks like he's trying to talk. Just give.
If it doesn't work, I'll give him an extra minute at the end.
Hold on. For some reason,
Can't hear it. There we go.
There you go.
All right.
All right. Good evening, Mayor. I've got a comment on consent resolution 26097. The public safety building makes memories of our public safety director hired at $217,000 and having a pending civil suit against us. I'd recommend you change the name of this building to Public Safety and OEM Building, please. It causes bad memories for the town. Second thing, if we're looking at sites for this new building or have picked one or several, as the mayor committed in the January meeting to keep the public more informed, please, when you discuss this, tell us what sites or site you've selected or what you're looking at. The public needs to be aware of this as you committed to at the initial meeting in January. Thank you very much, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. All right. So now we're going to the consent agenda.
we have to see if there's
Anybody else?
If anybody else on Zoom would like to make a public comment, please raise your hand now. I don't see anyone, Mayor.
All right, moving along. Consent agenda resolutions. I'm pulling out 26093. We'll discuss that one after. But is there anybody or any issues with 2690 to 26101? Anybody needs to discuss or any conflicts or anything? Seeing none? All right, entertain a motion to approve all of them aside from 93.
So moved.
Second.
Madam Clerk.
Committeeman Liberato,
Yes.
Committeeman Verleza,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Dorsey.
Yes. So I pulled 93 because Lieutenant Marcheski's here, and this is regarding his retirement, and I believe he wants, if you like, he can come up. The floor is yours, Lieutenant. Then we'll vote on it.
So I just wanted to take a moment to come to the committee meeting tonight to thank everybody in the township, everybody that works at Town Hall, Police Department, DPW, our volunteer services, and just thank them for the years of service that I worked with them. Everybody was wonderful, very kind, and Long Hill is a really great place to work. I figured I would just tell a few stories that are pretty funny that happened to me over the years, just to mix things up a little. When I first started, I came here as a dispatcher back in 2003, and my intention was to go to law school at Rutgers. I had just got my bachelor's degree and had taken the LSAT and was on my way to law school. And I sent an email to the chief when I was sitting at the desk and asked him if I could work steady nights and do my homework at night and go to law school during the day. Shortly after that, I got a phone call at home. I was painting my condo with my girlfriend, who's now my wife, Christine, sitting behind me. And the chief called me in and said, "I need to see you immediately." And I looked at her and I said, "It was a good run while it lasted." I thought I was getting fired. But he called me in, and the chief was sitting behind his desk. Deputy chief was sitting on one chair. A captain was sitting in another, and there was an empty chair in the middle. And I thought I was in a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
But it turns out that they liked my performance, they liked my background, and they wanted to offer me a position as a police officer in Long Hill Township. The academy started about 12 days from then, and they needed to know right away. And I told them that I needed 24 hours to think about it. So I came home and I spoke with my girlfriend, who's now my wife, and I said, "What do you think I should do?" We were looking at about another $100,000 in debt in law school, and she thought it would be a good idea if we started bringing in some income instead of spending money on school. So here I am today. My first few years in patrol, I was very lucky. We were very proactive, and we were a little busier with different elements than what we're currently dealing with. My first 2 years, I was involved in 2 pursuits. One was on 78, where a male had shot his girlfriend's father and then took her hostage and was forcing her to drive at gunpoint. Little funny lesson there is I was sitting at a cutout on Route 78 when they drove past me going westbound, and I immediately put the car in drive and pulled out behind them. What I didn't see was the Berkeley Heights officer doing about 125. I pulled out in front of him, and I couldn't hear what he was saying, but his lips were moving, and he was looking at me when he was driving past me. So that was a memorable moment. The other one was we had an incident in town, and we, myself and Sergeant Allen and Gary Bauer pursued the car, and he crashed at Valley Mountain, and we took him into custody. The funny thing there is that's where I got my first nickname as Casual Jim, because Gary was on my left flank, Sergeant Allen was on my right flank, and I was coming up the middle, and he had crashed his car. He was trying to get out of his car, and so I simply holstered, relying on my 2 fellow officers, and I calmly walked up. I assisted him to the ground out through his window of his car and placed him in handcuffs and just called it in on the radio. So there was some clip art and some video on that, but that's where I earned my first nickname. That's the only nickname I'll share with you tonight, as Casual Jim. Within the first couple of years, I also became a firearms instructor and joined the ESU team. We also, with Chief Alexis Chunborough here, we would go down to the Auto Theft Task Force down in Newark and Irvington and participate in that. A really funny ESU story. We were investigating an individual on some drug charges, and he lived in Piscataway, and the ESU team, through some participation within the jurisdictions, the Long Hill ESU team was allowed to make the entry into the residence and take the individual into custody. So Matt Neuschwander, who's been retired for some years now, very big guy, he was our number 3 guy with the Ram, and I would cover him. So at 3 o'clock in the morning, we were all dressed in black. We snuck up to the house, and I used to carry a bungee cord in my cargo pocket. I opened up the screen door, bungeed it to the railing so that that wouldn't interfere with our entry, and you always try before you pry. So Matt turns the door handle and looks at me and says, "It's open." He takes the Ram, he throws it on the ground, and we're just about to make entry, and we hear click. The bad guy was on the other side of that door. He was just happened to be awake at 3 o'clock in the morning and just happened to see us coming. So Gary Bauer was always our point guy. He was supposed to be first through the door, but Matt had to run down, get the Ram, hit the door flies open, bad guy's running down the hallway. I became the number 1 guy. I went in, he turned left. He was bigger than me. We got into a tussle, took him down to the ground. The rest of my members stepped on top of me to move past me, rightfully so, to clear the rest of the residents, and then come to my aid and help me take him into custody. The other funny part of that is not everybody sleeps with pajamas on. So it made for an interesting set of interviews as soon as we had everybody in custody. With the ESU team, we also had opportunities to do a lot of training. We trained with the FBI team. We trained out of state. We trained at Picatinny. We trained with their exploratory, where they tested different types of weapons. And so back in 2005, 2006 maybe, they had this new technology where on top of a Humvee, they would put an M240 saw, which is a fully automatic 5.56 machine gun, and it looked like 4 speakers on the top of a Humvee, and they were actually microphones. So the government, the Department of Defense, was creating a training video for this. So we got to be the bad guys to ambush this Humvee with this new technology on it. So we hid in the brush, and they were videotaping this, and the Humvee would come through, and we would pop up, and we would shoot blanks at the Humvee, and the Humvee, the M240 saw, had like paintball rounds in it. And as soon as we fired at this Humvee, the gun would turn, and it would just put 5 rounds right up the middle of our chest in paint. So, but that technology is old now. They have much better things, but that was a that was a video that Long Hill Township Police Department participated in for the United States Congress. So I thought that was pretty neat. Shortly after a couple of years in patrol, I went into the Detective Bureau and began investigating some crimes. We had burglaries, armed robberies, stolen cars, home invasions. Myself and Gary Bauer found ourselves in Brooklyn doing surveillance. And it was on a weekend. It was on a Sunday. This person we were looking at had stolen a few cars from Long Hill Township, and we were able to track him down to Brooklyn. And we were parked on a corner, unbeknownst to us, near a church. So Sunday evening, Gary and I are sitting in this car, and lines of people start walking past us and looking at us, asking what we're doing. What we didn't realize is that it was a small community and everybody was going to church. Yeah. So the entire neighborhood knew who we were, knew what we were doing. So we enlisted the help of NYPD Narcotics, and they were able to assist us and do the surveillance for us, and we eventually got that guy. So throughout my career in the Detective Bureau, we had a very good success rate. And we caught everybody except for one person, and I'm going to come back to that. There was a sexual assault that occurred and involved 3 males. We got 2 males the night that it occurred, and one eluded us for a long time. So just a word of caution to the officers that are in the Detective Bureau now. Myself and Gary Bauer, don't drink the water that's up there. We had twins 2 weeks apart. So just if the detectives are listening, just be mindful of that. Just to follow up, 18 years later, those kids, Jack and Mia Bauer, Jack is at attending University of Alabama, and Mia's at University of Tampa, and my 2 twins are at Penn State. And my son seems to be following in some type of law enforcement role. We just learned that he got an internship his freshman year with a private contractor that does cybersecurity work for the Department of Defense. So I'm very excited about that. I hope he tells me he can't tell me what he's doing. That would make it very interesting. But I just wanted to talk proudly for a moment about the kids.
You know, I hear they have a great law school. If you want to go full time, wouldn't that be amazing?
Actually, funny, I am thinking of attending for certified public manager. They have an exam there, and take the state test here. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm moving into finance and continuing the tax work that I do. While I was in the Detective Bureau, and then as a sergeant, I earned my master's degree, became a certified public manager, earned a certification through New Jersey State Police. Chief Chiambrella is the only other officer that's attained that in Long Hill Township. That's quite an accomplishment. There's a lot of classes and a lot of work that goes into that. The last 7-8 years, I spent my time in upper management. Was not on the road anymore. Different line of work. Appreciated it. It was a learning experience for me, and managing that staff was a unique experience. But it's everything that I've experienced in law enforcement has helped me in my personal life and in my new venture in finance. The ability to speak with people and have difficult conversations with them when they're not happy about paying the IRS thousands of dollars. It makes for a softer conversation with the techniques and skills that I've learned here in law enforcement. Let's see. So, the one that got away, right? 13 years ago, we had an assault here in Long Hill, and we got 2 males that night, and one eluded us. And that individual has eluded us for 13 years. So when I submitted for my retirement, I got together with Sergeant Roberts in the Detective Bureau. And the reason I chose Sergeant Roberts is because he has this knack for this technology that we didn't have back in 2013. I don't even know what he does. I can't do it. I don't have the logins. But with facial recognition and all the advancements in Homeland Security, all the data collecting that they have, Sergeant Roberts took that ball and ran with it and contacted the U.S. Marshals, and Sergeant Roberts was able to get a general location up in upstate New York. We passed that information to the U.S. Marshals, and within 24 hours, they had our suspect in custody. So now everybody that committed a crime while I was a detective, we got them. We got everybody. So on Thursday, I received a text message saying from the U.S. Marshals, tell your lieutenant, happy retirement. We got his guy. So the individual is currently in county jail in upstate New York. We're attempting extradition to get him down here to Morris County. So that could happen on Friday, which is my last day. It would be nice to see him transported to the county jail on Friday. But I just want to end and say, thank you very much to all the committee members, to the residents, to the volunteers, all the employees here in Long Hill Township. I've had a lot of good conversations with Mr. Pigeon, a lot of great conversations with Mr. Barr, and Megan, the one thing that I'm not going to miss
I know what you're going to say.
is Oprah. Yes, yes, yes. Those Oprahs just keep coming in, and they get more and more. You would think after all these years that it would get easier, but I find myself calling Mr. Pigeon more on a regular basis. They just seem to be getting more and more difficult to decipher there. So that's the one thing that I won't miss, and I'll be glad to turn over to somebody else. But to the committee, I just want to thank you for all, the faith you had in me, the trust that you put in me, and allowing me to work in this capacity. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Technical. Oh, so now, Jimmy, now we can vote on you. No, thank you. All right, so we have another correction. I was told on 26-101, authorizing transfer of funds, we have to move that to the next
Oh.
meeting because we need 4 votes. Thank
Correct.
you, Jack. So that one we gotta put on for the next meeting. But we can go back to Lieutenant Marcheski now at 26-093. A motion to approve the retirement of Lieutenant Marcheski.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor? Oh, no.
Can I just do a roll call
You
vote?
need the
Yes,
limelight,
please.
don't
Committeeman Liberato.
Yes.
Committeeman Verleza.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Dorsey.
you? Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jimmy. Enjoy your retirement.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
next 3
Congratulations.
weeks of tax season.
Yeah.
Most important. Thank you again. All right, now what are we on to? Oh, what's this?
Committee reports.
Oh, committee reports. Does anybody have anything they want to report? Vic, what do you have queued up first? Library or, Rec.
I'll get rec up.
it's a busy rec weekend.
Yes, it is. Hello, everyone. Spring has sprung. Lots more activity in the parks. Have you entered the photography contest yet? In Long Hill, we have the perfect backdrop for a photography contest. Enter up to 3 photos for free in our contest, Birding in Long Hill. Winners will be announced on March 31st, so get those cameras ready. Registration is on Community Pass. If you're at Town Hall, stop by and check out our entries in the lobby near the Recreation Office. Consider signing up for a Red Cross First Aid or CPR/AED class. These classes are offered as a cooperative effort between the Recreation Department and the Long Hill First Aid Squad. Upon successful completion of the classes, participants will receive a certificate from Red Cross valid for 2 years. Registration is open on Community Pass now for our CPR/AED class on April 23rd. Registration is open now for spring field hockey program for grades 5 through 8. Games are beginning on April 12th. Check out our website for more information. Mark your calendars for our annual egg hunt, ages 8 and under, this Saturday, March 28th, 10 a.m. sharp at Cantor Park. Visit with Peter Cottontail, the petting zoo, and pony rides, free for all Long Hill children. The Long Hill Chamber of Commerce businesses will also be on hand to greet all of our egg hunters. Who says that the kids shall have all the fun? Our adult egg hunt is currently running for all Long Hill residents from March 20th through March 28th. More details on our website. Get your cell phones ready. This will be a Goose Chase app scavenger hunt. And the last clues will be given at the egg hunt, where our winner will be announced. Silly but competitive, but don't you want in on this? The more people that jump in, the more fun it is. Dates for our spring yoga program have been announced, and registration is open on Community Pass now. Excuse me. Moving right along, there is important information on our website from Bernard's Health Department about the avian bird flu and how it is affecting birds in our area now. It is transmittable to humans and pets. Although not easily, you will want to read more about this to understand what you should do should you encounter a sick or dead bird. We are accepting applications now for summer seasonal employment. Please see our website for more information and apply by April 1st at the latest. Summer camp registration now open on Community Pass. Check out the website for more details. Rock on Long Hill with the Dog Days of Summer concert series. We just announced our summer lineup. Want to get more involved in our community? Consider joining the Recreation Advisory Committee and have some fun. Please contact Lisa or Bill in the Parks and Recreation Department for more information. And last but not least, don't forget Oscar the Grouch, who always reminds us to keep our parks clean. As soon as the temperatures climbed this weekend, there was a lot more activity in the parks and a lot more garbage. This past weekend's warmer temperatures brought a lot more people to Cantor Park. With that, there was a lot more trash and subsequent complaints about the trash. It's a shame that a few bad apples can spoil it for everyone. And please, everyone, there's really no excuse for this one. Please pick up after your dogs. One of our residents sent us photos of 3 mounds of dog poop right on the walkway this weekend. Totally uncool. We are focused on attacking this. Please keep letting us know your experiences, and we will stay vigilant in making sure that our parks are there for everyone's enjoyment and they stay clean. And that concludes my recreation update. Thank you.
Thank you. Frank, you got anything? Any fundraisers Firehouse is doing?
We do have some stuff in the works. There will be details to come in the very near future.
Thank you, we look forward to it. All right, so we have next, library update while I'm waiting. Don't forget, new recycling of batteries at the DPW. We're doing spring cleaning. We have sneakers. You got dispose of old sneakers over here by the library inside or at DPW. And if we can recycle it, we will. So if anybody has any ideas, please let myself or Al Gallo know, and we'll try to get the programs going. We have stuff for the library. Here we go. All right. Library's open every day. Okay? Lots going on for all ages. The Saturday hours are now open till 5. 5 o'clock on Saturdays and 5 o'clock on Sundays. Being a history nerd, I will endorse this project. Saturday, the 28th at 11 a.m., Mrs. Bennett follows the Army. Learn about life as a woman who followed Washington's Continental Army during the Revolutionary War, part of the library's ongoing 250-year American Revolution programming series. Slide 4. AARP presentation. People in the audience might want to pay attention, Al. The AARP New Jersey Speakers Bureau learn tips for determining if you're on track for retirement and learn practical strategies to help you achieve retirement and peace of mind. Jimmy, you might attend that too, now you're retired. April 8th. That's very well, Jimmy, you have the Marine thing right there. Oh, April 8th, 6 o'clock online. National Museum of the Marine Corps. Learn about how the war began, what role the Marine Corps played in it, and the fighting methods used during this war. Doesn't say which war, but it's at Wednesday, 6 o'clock on the 8th, and I know my father will be watching. Slide 6, April 8th, 7 p.m., busy night. There's an online presentation by Mary Vahe celebrating Marie Cassatt, a pioneering American impressionist on the 100th anniversary of her death. So if you're an art aficionado, this is a cannot miss program. Thank you. Mr. Administrator.
Yeah, I just have a couple things. Speaking of recycling, Al and I were talking this week. We're talking about a box spring and mattress recycling program. Unfortunately, there will have to be a fee charged with this, as there's a fee to get rid of it. But once we have some more information, Al and I will be presenting it to the committee to see if they would like to expand our very expansive recycling program. 2 awards tonight for Long Hill Phase 2, Long Hill Road Phase 2, and Chestnut Street repaving. We'll be having pre-con meetings over the next couple weeks, and hopefully by the end of April, we'll see some work being done on Long Hill Road, long awaited and overdue. That's about all I have, Mayor, right now.
Thank you, Mr. Barr. Moving along, on to any old or new business. Under new business, Jack, I'm wondering, do we need to an ordinance that authorize the town administrator go to bid for cell phone towers on township property? Like, what's the process?
There could be a motion, somebody can move it, second it, and you can just do a voice vote.
And that'll authorize Randy to put out bids for towers on public property?
Correct.
All right, so,
And with the minimum bids to be set by the administrator.
all right, so if either one of you two want to move that forward, let me know.
You can move it.
Oh,
too.
I'll move it forward then. I need a second.
Second.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye. All right, Randy, so you can start the bid process on that. All right. Frank, you said you have announcements, but not tonight.
Yes, that's
Vic,
correct.
you got any announcements?
I did it.
You did them all. Mark your calendars. In a few weeks, the PBA Fishing Derby is on the 18th of April from 8 to 1 at Sterling Lake. Actually, people were asking me about it a month ago. The older kids, I want to go fish. But the Fishing Derby is April 18th. Come out and meet the officers, and it's a fun time. And they have prizes, too, and good food donated. I think that's it. Okay, the meeting's now open to the public. 3 minutes. Anybody have any remarks? Seeing none. Anybody online?
CA would like to speak.
Mayor, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I want to congratulate Lieutenant Marcheski on his retirement, wish him good luck, and thank him for his excellent service to our town and the United States Marine Corps. Thank you.
He's smiling and nodding his head.
Yeah.
And Chuck, don't miss out log on the 8th, April 8th, the Marine Corps Museum's making a presentation at the library you might be interested in. Anybody else online?
If anybody else on Zoom would like to make a public comment, please raise your hand now. I don't see anyone, Mayor.
Thank you. I will entertain any and all motions to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great April.